Welcome back to Exploring Temecula. In today's video, we are doing our monthly market updates. If you have any interest in Temecula or the surrounding area, I strongly suggest that you subscribe and watch these videos monthly because it really does paint a picture of what the market has done over the last few months. And I'm not saying that I can do this because nobody can, but you can make your own conclusions doing your research of what you think the market is going to do. I go through information that's directly from the MLS, so this is all local. I talk about this a lot in my videos. What's happening in Florida is totally different than here. What's happening in Arkansas is totally different than Temecula. So these are great videos to actually see what is happening with home prices in this current market. Next week, I am going to be putting out a video for buyers moving forward with my opinions. I'm not saying I'm going to be right, but I just wanted to give you different scenarios of what could happen once spring starts to hit in Temecula. So watch this video, take your own conclusions from this, and hopefully this helps you in the future decide whether or not Temecula might be the right place for you to live. Okay guys, so welcome back to Exploring Temecula, market update for December 2023. I love doing these every month just to give people an idea of what is actually going on locally in Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee, to give you an idea of not only what's happened in the last 2 or 3 months, but maybe give you some insight on what could happen in the future. So we're going to start off with new listings. Obviously, this fell off a cliff in December, but you can go back and you can see every December is the lowest number of new listings every single year. So I wouldn't be too concerned with this right now. It's just lower than other Decembers. And of course, many of you can guess of one of the reasons, and that is inventory, or two of the reasons, inventory and rates. So in December, Temecula had 53 new listings, Murrieta City had 62, and Menifee had 82. And of course, in a city of 120,000 people, that's not a lot of homes to choose from. So if you were a buyer in the month of December, it's incredibly difficult, not only maybe to get an offer accepted in some of these if they're priced right, but also finding the property that you actually want. There's just nothing out there to purchase. So those are the new listings. Going over to active listings, again, in my opinion, one of the reasons that the active listings dropped off to a degree in December is, there's just less supply. So, the homes that are available are being purchased by some of these buyers, even though it might not be their first choice. This has been a trend over the last 2 or 3 years that a lot of buyers have just had to settle for a home because they get tired of putting in offers and them not getting accepted, and it's been 2 months and these homes are going over. I would say that just general knowledge, and I've said this a few times, but pool homes, solar homes, land, those homes are going to be a very, the mass of people are trending towards those 3 things. So if you are in the market for a home with a big piece of property, a home with paid off solar, or homes with pools, you are usually going to at least have 2 to 3 offers on these homes. So that is just the reality of it, and I wanted you to be aware of it. Days on the market, they are going up. So even though the inventory is going down, even though the new listings are going down because of rates, because of the expense or the cost per month of a mortgage now, a lot of these homes, even if they are priced right, there's the pool of buyers that are available to buy these homes is just smaller and smaller. People don't have the available income to put the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 down to qualify for these mortgages. And that's my suspicion, and that would be my educated guess on why the days on the market have gone up substantially, really since 2020. Obviously, from 2020 all the way through March 2022, a big reason for the days on the market being so low and people purchasing these is, even though the home prices did rise a great deal, the interest rates would still made it semi-affordable for the masses of people. Okay, and finally, the average sales price. Now, as you can see, January 23 last year, and I remember this was when people really started to sit on the fence because they didn't know what was going on. And typically December, January, even the first part of February is very slow in the real estate market. So that's why personally, I just think that the sales price did fall a bit in January. There's just not a lot of action in the real estate market. And as you get into the spring or summer months, you can see that overall the increase in sales price was pretty substantial. So in December of 2023, even though it did fall, the average sales price for Temecula was $725, Murrieta $675, and Menifee $558. As opposed to in January, it was $647 in Temecula. And I mean, almost $100,000 difference. $627 in Murrieta, all the way up to $675, $50,000 difference. And for the most part, Menifee has stayed pretty level over the last year. But I do want to say that even though rates have gone up, to almost 8% in some cases, the home prices have still gone up. So what does that mean moving forward? And I'm going to do a video on this, but once these rates, if they drop this year, if you are a buyer, you need to get on it. The supply is low. The demand for housing is still there. People still want to buy homes in this market. They just physically cannot because they can't afford it. But when you get a rate drop of 1.5%, maybe even 2%, if that does happen this year, the pool of buyers is going to go, let's say, from 50 to 300, and then it's going to come back to the bidding wars. So that was the main focus of this overview, and I'm going to do a video on this for the warnings of buyers and just give you my opinions on things that could happen. So watch out for that next week. But be prepared, buyers, if you are thinking of purchasing a home in Temecula over the next year and you see rates drop a point, 1.5, 2 points, you are going to be in that market again where there could be 5 to 7 offers per home. So there you have it, guys. Just a quick overview of what is going on in these 3 cities. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much from Exploring Temecula.